Tell me where he is.
He's everywhere.
So is it becoming easier or harder making James Bond?
That's a very good question. One aspect of it was easier because I was prepared for the onslaught, and I was, I think, perhaps slightly more experienced in some areas. I mean, I'd made an action movie before, so I wasn't learning new skills.
I suppose a bit of both. I think that I enjoy making them more than I've ever done, and the thrill of going onto the set and working with the people I'm working with is just outweighs any of the sort of the other stuff.
Do you feel you know him better?
I think I do. I mean, I certainly when we come to be writing the script and we sit around and talk about it, I kind of have a sort of instinct about what he can and can't do, and so I suppose I must do by now. I would hope so after 10 years.
Harder because I felt I'd done so much of what I wanted to do in Skyfall, and I had to find a different tone, a different mood, and embrace a more flamboyant Bond, a more mischievous, witty, perhaps, a little bit more variety.
I mean, it was a conscious thing to do, but you can't write that into the script, really. You try and write the fun into it, but the sort of playfulness is something that appears on set. And Sam brilliantly allowed that space around it to do it, so we all had lots of fun. And lots of the lines, the one-liners in the movie kind of came up on the day, not from just me, from other people.
Why, given every other possible option, does a man choose the life of a paid assassin?
Well, it was that or the priesthood.
Do you think Bond will come full circle, that will return to being driving gondolas and invisible cars?
I hope not. I mean, I hope it just... Well, it doesn't matter what it does, as long as it's good. I mean, because I think the world of Bond is a it's a fantasy, and therefore anything goes. And I think if you sort of block yourself and say, well, we can't have that, mustn't do this, then you're creatively sort of stifling yourself. So anything's possible.
And what is the most iconic moment in Spectre?
Oh, gosh. I think someone else has to tell me that. I have no distance on it at all. There's no one moment like the beginning of The Spy Who Loved Me, when he jumps off the cliff, and that I think is, an iconic moment. And I think if you try and create iconic moments, you're always going to fall flat on your face. I think it has to be, it has to emerge naturally out of the story.
That depends on your perspective. It really does. For me, it is the very last shot of the movie, and I'm not telling what it is. The very last shot of the movie made me jump in my seat.
The end of the movie is a big risk, but I wouldn't want to tell you what it was. I mean, you know what it was, but I wouldn't want to tell the audience what it was, because I think it confounds expectations of a big franchise movie. And yet, I think that the seeds for that ending are sown right at the beginning of the film and throughout. So I'm proud of that decision that we made.
The ending feels like a farewell. Is it?
I don't know. I mean, that's the honest answer. I wish I could be, clearer with you, but it's that literally is the honest answer. All I want to do is not think about James Bond for a while. That's all I'm going to do.